Welcome to the Network Marketing Online Academy. Congratulations! You've decided to take charge of your future. You've decided to do something about it. High five to you. My name is Jermaine Fortune. I'm co-founder of the Network Marketing Online Academy. Let me tell you just a little bit about myself so that you know why you might want to listen to some of the information that we have to share with you. I've got 20 years of experience in the industry, but more importantly, I've got 20 years with the same company. And I think that in itself is quite an accomplishment. Over the years, over those 20 years, I have been able to build a team that now numbers over 37,000 people. And granted, I don't have the credit for all 37,000 people, but got the ball rolling, got the system in place, got the training in place, the coaching, and so on and so forth. So now my team, which spreads over 20 countries, counts over 37,000 people, and I'm happy with that. Actually, I'm quite pleased with that. Also, I am in the top 1% international producer. So again, not just for my company, but for the industry at large. I have been able to maintain that performance for the last 17 years. I am a public speaker. I train a lot. I enjoy doing that. I've been, on stages with tens of thousands of people. I have spoken in many different countries around the world, and it's just something that I enjoy doing, sharing the information, sharing the knowledge, sharing the expertise, and often sharing what not to do. In other words, the school of hard knocks and how to avoid that and to work smarter, not harder. I'm still in the trenches. Again, 20 years later, I'm doing this, and often people ask the question, Jermaine, if you are so successful, if you do so well, why aren't you retired? And to me, the answer to that is so simple. I absolutely love what I do. Why would I want to stop doing something I love doing? I truly enjoy doing. I would miss it. If I stopped tomorrow, after a few days, maybe a few weeks, I would want to come back. It's just something that it's in my blood. I love network marketing. So with this in mind, let's talk a little bit more about you and why some of you have decided to, not some of you, but the different reasons why you guys have decided to enroll in this online course. Well, first thing, and it's important for the record to state that I still very much believe in traditional network marketing, but it's no longer enough. With everything that's happening with technology, with online businesses and all that stuff. So I think that people that are growing their business and doing their business 100% the traditional way, I call them an endangered species. I think that soon, maybe sooner than later, that is going to be in serious trouble because things are changing so fast. So it is okay to continue to do business the traditional way if you enjoy it, if you like it, if you feel comfortable, but you must, it's an absolute must, you must include an online component to growing your business. There are other people out there that they look at the industry and they think that the best way to do this from scratch is online, 100% of it online. Can it be done? Absolutely. So either traditional plus an online component, or you want to do it all online. I think you'll be pleased to know that we will cover this information and you'll feel very comfortable whichever way. Okay, so for the people that are deciding to do this online and strictly online, why might you consider to do that? Well, some people are just introverted. They're not they don't have the people skills, nor are they inclined to go out there and talk to people and prospect. And like this old 3 feet rule, if anybody comes within my 3 feet radius, I'm going to talk to them. There's quite a few people that are not comfortable with that. So working online actually addresses that issue, eliminates completely that issue. It's also a way to avoid rejection, to not be disappointed with no-shows. It's also a way more time-efficient way of doing business. So there are so many things. Another good reason, for instance, would be there are some people that are natural at presenting, at telling stories, at sharing information. And yet you've got other people that they just freeze. When that happens, they get nervous, they get all sweaty, and they're just not comfortable in that environment. So again, doing business online would address that concern. Duplication is another good reason, another very good reason why people are looking at doing something online, because Sometimes, let's just say you're very good at sharing your opportunity. You're very good at sitting down with people and at really sort of, zero in on the problem and providing a solution. It doesn't mean that people can duplicate you. And that becomes an issue because they always call you. Every time they have a prospect, they say, hey, Jermaine, listen, I've got this prospect. Would you please come and talk to them? And so if that is the position you're in, I understand. And then one more reason, if I may, why people are looking at building online is because it's automated. So it doesn't matter. You could be at the beach, you could be, on vacation, you could be with your kids, you could be sleeping, and your system is actually doing all the work for you. So for all of these reasons, people are very attracted to the option, the possibilities of building either their entire network marketing business online or at least part of their network marketing online. So when you start looking at an online system, and I'm sure if you're here today, you've been thinking about it, you've been researching it, you are realizing that there's a lot of moving parts. It's not just about one website. It's not just about Facebook or other type of social media platform. It's not just about having a landing page or an opt-in page or a sales page. I'm already confused. Just talking about all of that. You've heard autoresponder and you're not sure, yes, I need that, but you're not sure how to use them or in what secrets. You've heard about call to action or CTAs. And then again, it makes sense, but how do I use this? And so you've got all these things, you've got all these questions, and not only do you need to look into each and every one of those topics, but you also need a sequence. There's a strategy online that works to make sure that everything flows, not just for you, but for the people, from the prospects that are actually looking at your system. And I'm reminded of this visual whereby imagine you get a big box of puzzle and all the pieces, like say 5,000 pieces of the puzzle or 500 pieces of the puzzle, they're all in the box. And then the challenge is, okay, go ahead, put the puzzle together. If you don't have the big picture of what the puzzle is supposed to look like once it's done, it becomes exponentially more difficult. I'm not saying it cannot be done. I'm just saying it becomes exponentially more difficult because you don't have any reference point. You're sort of guesstimating. Every time you put a piece on the table, you're wondering, like, where's that going? So now I give you the same box of 500 or 5,000 pieces, and I also provide you with the big picture, the picture that's typically is on the cover of that puzzle box. And now you've got a big picture reference, and it starts to be a whole lot easier for you to put that puzzle together. Wouldn't you agree with me? So think about it the same way when people go online. They hear about everything that I've just mentioned, whether it's autoresponder or call to action or landing page or opt-in pages or databases or you name it. And so these are all pieces, and they're just wondering, but how does it all work together? And this is what we're going to be doing with this course, this network marketing online course. It's a 5-step process, but I want to start with the big picture. And the big picture is now you are at the right place to learn every single step, not just all the steps, but in the right order. So that the big picture is this. I want you to imagine, I want you to visualize yourself at the beach with your laptop, and then knowing that your system is working, knowing that things are growing even though you are not actively doing it at that particular moment. And that is a beautiful, beautiful feeling. Not just because you are making money online 24/7, but it's because finally you've been able to create what we call recurring income or passive income. And you've also been able to create leverage. So all these words, these buzzwords that we hear all the time in the industry, you have finally been able to do that. Now, in this particular course, we're going to break it down into 5 steps. We're going to cover everything into 5 steps. And we're going to start with the traditional way of network marketing so that, again, you've got a reference. So, for instance, we all know the way we broke down the 5 steps of traditional network marketing is you have to be out there, you have to invite, you have to present, you have to follow up, you have to close, and of course you have to duplicate and you have to train. So we are going to transition those steps one at a time into an online system. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to take, for instance, module 1, which is how to invite. And then we're going to break it down into 4 steps. And these 4 steps, not 4 steps, but 4 different sections. And these 4 sections are going to be 4 separate videos. So you go into video 1, it will talk about the traditional way. And then video 2, how you transition online. Video 3, what you need online to make that happen. And video 4 is going to be like in specifics, like this is what you need in terms of the tools to seal the deal for that particular action. So we're going to be doing this not just for step 1 or module 1, but for each and every of the 5 steps. So by the time we get to the end, not only will you have the big picture, but you will have all the pieces of the puzzle. But by the end of this course, the puzzle will be done. Your business will work, your team will be happy, and you will have finally achieved solid recurring income, not just for yourself, but also for your team. So it's with this in mind that I invite you to move to video number 1. We will see you on the other side.